Hello everybody, my name is Moxie and welcome back to my channel. And if you haven't been here before, welcome, period. I don't know, I hate intros, they're awkward as shit. So yeah, I'm Moxie, I like makeup, that's why we're here. Don't be scared, I look a little different. If you saw my first video, it was pretty doo-doo because I had to record it from my phone because my camera tends to overheat. But we're gonna try this one more time and hopefully it won't. I really don't use primer on my face before I'm done with my eyes. So the first thing I'm gonna use, and this time I can actually live the influencer fantasy and go because this one does focus. This one is from MAKIAGE. And again, I can't pronounce stuff. I just tap this right underneath my eyes. I believe we have had the conversation when I was in beauty school. I remember my professor telling me that when we do stuff like this, we usually go with the ring finger because it's a little softer. But the thing with my ring finger is that when I do that, I just tend to like really tap it in. So I would just rather go with my middle finger and actually control how hard I'm tapping because I have more control over my middle finger. So after the eye cream, I am going to use the Tula Skincare. It's a rose glowing get it cooling brightening eye balm. The really cool thing about this little product right here is it has a shimmer to it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Excuse my anxiety trembles. And when you use it under your eyes, it's really cooling. Like it really does feel like you're putting something very nice and cold under your eyes, which I love. It says that you can use it on top of your makeup, but let's be real, I tried it already before, and it does what every balm that you can use over your makeup does, and it just wipes it away. So even though it does say that you can use it over your makeup, I wouldn't recommend it. It's a great product before your makeup because it is cooling. It does have a brightening effect. That is the glow from the balm. So in the last video, we used the Jeffree Star Pink Religion palette. And while I want to really do it justice and do it with the right camera, I might leave it for next video. Right now, I want to go over some products that I got in this month's Ipsy Glam Bag X. I got the Halsey bag. It brings this little newspaper thing, and I actually folded it so that it would fit on the frame, but I really like it, and I did frame it because we stan Halsey in this house. I just think that is so cute, and also they go over the products like the little card that they usually send out. The first thing that we're going to use is going to be the MAC paint pot. You can actually see it now if it's focusing. It is. And again, soft ochre. I'm making that up. And we are going into the sides of my eyebrows. I already shaved them before the video, so I just kind of go into the sides of my eyebrows with the paint pot. And buff it out. I will be doing my eyebrows, and I believe I'm gonna do half pink, half black today. I'm getting a little close and personal. So as always, I'm gonna grab that Totally color, and I'm gonna do the actual like hairy part of my eyebrow. You guys know I don't glue them down or anything. I just kind of go with the primer, and then I go in with the whatever color of eyeshadow I'm going to use this day. And then I go with a spoolie and just kind of blur them out a little bit, upwards and outwards like that. Then I clean it up. To clean my eyebrows, I go back in with the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot, and I clean them up a little bit. So I'm gonna go up here And then I'm gonna clean up in the top so that it doesn't have that weird white line over the eyebrow. There we go. So I'm gonna do my other eyebrow and I'm gonna be right back. My eyebrows are not looking the same, but we'll work it out. So after my eyebrows, I cut them up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try an eyeliner this time. So I'm gonna go with the MAKIAGE Black Card. Hope it's focusing. It's the dumbass, ooh, I don't know if I should be saying that, felt tip eyeliner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do that second part of my eyebrow with the eyeliner, and hopefully that'll make it a little bit cleaner. Okay, that's not bad. Let's try the other one and I'll be right back. I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna clean whatever it is that I need to clean, again with the propane pot. I'm trying to get a little closer because the light is over there. Don't ask me why, I can't fix it, I just can't. It's only been 2 videos and already the way that this channel seems to be going is constant technological issues, but we're dealing with it. Girl, I am feeling these eyebrows. Eyebrows are done. Hair is having an issue today. Now you guys see why I wear wigs? What's my next step? Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prime my eyelids. So I got the Glam Bag X, as I told you before, and it came with this. Yes, we're in the struggle bus for this one. Aether Beauty. It says it in there. It's just a little hard to see because it's like golden. This is the Moonlight. Oh, where's the name? I threw out the box and I can't remember. It's like the Moon Crystal something palette. It doesn't have a mirror, it doesn't have magnets. So when I opened this, I grabbed it right here and I pulled and I couldn't open it, but it's actually like a little box. See that? So it doesn't have any magnets, it doesn't have a mirror. The premise is that it's mostly recyclable. We're not doing this right now. It's just full of like beautiful colors. Yeah, I'll just put the plastic back on so that you can see the shade names. I want to do something different because I always go with pink, but I want to try like a kind of like an aqua and then darken it with a little bit of black. So we'll see how it goes. So hopefully this makes it a little better. I moved some stuff around. It's very white, but that's a problem for another day. I'm gonna stand right here so that you can see with the light. Just trying to put that color. I'm not trying to go all over the lid. Just trying to go in the middle outwards, but without actually touching the corner. So once that is there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this color for the crease. So here's the thing, I usually hate blues when it comes to makeup. I'm yellow, okay, I'm yellow. And yeah, blues just really don't go with me, and I usually avoid them like the plague. I've tried to do like blue looks for forever, and they just don't look good on me. I hate the way they look on my skin tone, and I'm not really gonna go for a blue look right now. I'm just gonna have like little tones of this specific blue because I think it's a really pretty blue. Do you remember these? You couldn't see them last video, but you can now. That's what it's actually called, Shainab. We're back, okay? And it does not look very good. to try and salvage this train wreck. I knew it. I knew blue wasn't gonna work. And what did I do? I went for blue. We're gonna go with black on the outer corner. This black right here. It's black, but it has like purple glitter on it. Or at least it looks like it has purple. Oh my god, the fallout. I might have overdone it with the black, TBH. Struggling. Covering most of the blue with the black is our strategy, because blue fucking sucks. It's gonna look crazy before it looks better. I have decided that I am gonna go with purple. Cheat sheet! Oh, here it is. Manifest this purple boy right here. Like ever. Ooh. I don't know if you can see this. I was gonna start bitching about the palette not having a mirror, but you know what? If this is your purple, you could throw this eyeshadow at me in one of those little baggies and I would not be mad about it. God, this is terrible. Positive vibes only. This blue is terrible. I don't want this blue on my face. We are going to try to hide the blue. It's gonna be okay. I want to clean up this mess that I call a face, for which I would like to use a color that didn't come in my Ipsy bag, and well, not in this one anyways. It is this Complex Culture. It's like a day to night palette. So I'm just gonna use one of these shades. I'll show you the shade in a second, to kind of clean this up and soften those really dark colors that I brought up. So you can already see the difference, right? This one looks a little bit more muted. So that's what I'm gonna do. If I ever have to like do something drastic with my eyeshadow and I don't really want to like take it off and something like this happens, I usually clean it up a little bit with a lighter color and then I come back in with a dark color to actually blend it out. And I was trying to cover up the blue with this shade right here, which I will take my cheat sheet and tell you which one it is. Moonchild. So then I'm just gonna grab that shade and I'm gonna put it here. And then I'm not gonna go up again like I did. Just gonna put it there where I muted the eyeshadow a little bit. Right? Because we're not gonna bring it all the way up again. We're just trying to make it blend into what we already have. And then I'm going back with the brush that I used for the black, but I'm not gonna dip it in the black again. And what I wanna do is just kind of blend it with that purple that I just went in with. And that's what we have. Don't judge, okay? I usually don't mind fallout, but that's a lot. It's hilarious because the first steps that I took before my makeup was eye cream, and now I'm gonna have to repeat those steps. I think I'm done with the top of my eyes. I don't want to keep messing with it and make it worse somehow. I'm gonna start doing my concealer in my face so that I can work on my under eye. So we talked about this concealer last time and how I hadn't used it with this foundation because I didn't have powder, and that is still the case. There you go. It's kind of empty, so you know, don't judge. But I love this concealer because it's pretty natural looking. It has a very natural finish. It looks like your skin. And for something that was sent to me via Ipsy, it matches my skin tone very well. This is the brush, the sponge that I usually use. It's this Farrah sponge. It's very bouncy. It's very soft. The you know, the little pores on the sponge are very small. And I got sent on Ipsy this actual beauty blender brand. And look at that. It's the little pores on the sponge are very big, and it feels very I don't know how to say that in English, rough. The sponge feels rough, and what it's reminiscent to me is when you do special effects makeup, you know those little black sponges that you cut up to make like rough looking blood on your skin. That is what that sponge is reminiscent to me of, because it's so rough. Don't ask what I'm doing, okay? Because it's so rough, and it doesn't have like a smooth finish. I tried it yesterday, and I'm not gonna try it today because I'm not trying to look, I was gonna say I'm not trying to look crazy. It's already starting to dry. I hate it when that happens, but that's on me for talking too much. That beauty blender also removed like makeup from my nose yesterday. This one I can go over dry makeup to kind of like move it a little bit if I see that it's getting dry, or you know when your concealer starts to crease under your eyes, I can go back in with this sponge and smooth it out. But I know that if I go back with that beauty blender, it's gonna move my product around, and that's not what I'm here for. Off camera, I had to like pack a little bit of the foundation that I'm gonna be using, which is the Studio FX Powder Plus foundation from MAC. I had to pack a little bit under my eyes because as the camera told me that it had like a high internal temperature, I didn't want my eyes to crease, so I packed a little bit of that under my eyes. So I'm gonna go back with the Moonchild purple. I'm gonna push the brush like that a little bit, and I'm gonna go follow that line under my eye. There we go. And that's where I'm gonna blend. And I'm gonna blend very lightly and softly because I don't want this to be like a really big under eye eyeshadow. And then these are the same brushes that I used last time. These are the Laruce. This is gonna be the Tapered Brush. So I'm gonna take the foundation that I'm gonna use, which is the Studio Fix, and I'm just gonna clean around it. Usually this is what I use to kind of make sure that I didn't go down too far, and I just kind of clean the edges with it like that. Our eyes are done, our face, I have the foundation on, so I'm gonna move on to my contour. And like I told you guys before, my contour shade is actually an eyeshadow from the Bloodlust palette. Been using Monarchy as my contour shade. The camera turns off and I forget to zoom in. So I'm actually being very soft-handed as I blend this out. So it's a very soft color, or at least it looks pretty soft on camera because of the heavy light. But it actually is a really pretty color that somehow matches my skin tone, and it's like the really perfect shade for me to contour with. So we're done with the contour. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to blush. Also, this is the one that I talked about in the previous video. It's actually a Luxie Precision Foundation brush. I hate it for foundation, so I use it for contour. This is KimChi's blush. It's the Thailor. This bitch named this Thailor brush. I I've been using this mirror all day. It's the most adorable. I will take this everywhere with me. Just, I will literally, like, hello? Yeah, I can't go. I'm a spy girl. So I'm gonna go both sides like that. And then I'm gonna touch up here. I usually bring my blush up to my temple and then I go down. It's a little light for my taste, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little light and chalky for my taste. Here's the thing. I am not a fan of matte blushes. That might be it. It smells like sunblock. I don't like that. It's nothing wrong with the product. I have a thing with matte blushes. I'm gonna go back with my Hipdot Sun Goddess palette because a bitch keeps her shit with plastic. So Sunbeam, these two colors are the ones that I use for my blush usually, regularly. Sunbeam and Radiance. And they are a little intense, yes, sure, but they also have the cutest shimmer, and I like the sunburnt look. And if I go too big with my blush, I usually just go back and veil it. That's it. So you're gonna see I have my sunburnt nose, my cute little sunburnt nose, and then my sunburnt cheeks. I think it's just the brushes that smell like sunblock for some reason. Eyeliner, mascara, maybe lashes, probably lashes, let's be real. So I'm gonna go back in with the same one that we used for the eyebrows, the MAKIAGE Black Card Eyeliner. I don't know why I'm shaking it. And I'm gonna try to get as close as I can. And we're gonna go with our usual, pull it down a little bit and then go up. Then we connect. So that's gonna be our outline. It's gonna look different once we are done with it. So this is just the outline that we wanna fill out. See, it's gonna look like that. Once that is done, I'm gonna go and do the peak and then connect that. God, this is why I hate felt tips. And after that, we're just gonna close, you know, kind of circle that in a little bit. That's why I hate felt tip eyeliners. There we go. So that's how it's gonna look for now. I'm gonna go do my other eye and I will be right back. The camera keeps turning off, so I don't know what's going on, but we threw out the MAKIAGE eyeliner. Felt tip eyeliners make me angry. They are decent. For maybe a few days. But then they go to shit. Immediately their tips get dry. They start moving around your product when you're just trying to go over it. So then I'm just gonna go with my eyelashes. I'm gonna create that fake eyelash here. And that fake eyelash here. I think I went a little bigger on the other side, so let's just do that. There we go. Now for fake eyelashes, I have this pack that I got from Amazon. It was like $5 and it has 5 different things of eyelashes. As you can see, I've used a lot of them. So I'm just gonna go with the one that I usually use. This is the most well-loved one. So that's what we're gonna go with. These aren't really like a left and right eyelash, because they're both like short in the middle and long in, sorry, short in the sides and long in the middle. Here we go. And I just make sure that the very tip is sticking. And there we go. Done with the eyelashes, and now I'm gonna go in with the mascara. I do usually put the mascara on after I put my fake lashes on, and then I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty, where is it? There it is. I forgot the name of this mascara. Full Frontal. There you go. In shade Cause I'm Black. Hope it focuses. If not, we're moving on. I used this mascara yesterday. I'm not really completely sure how I feel because my makeup was not... I messed up my makeup yesterday in like a way that I don't usually mess it up. I don't like it. For my purposes, which is to blend my eyelash with the fake ones, I still choose to go with Eyeko. I'm sorry, but it's so much better to me sticking with my Eyeko. Sorry, Fenty. I just realized I didn't really put a highlight color in my eye, so we all know where this is going. I'm gonna go in with my MAC 2425, and we're going in with the same palette. We're gonna be using this little glitter color over here. Is Insight is the shade. So I'm just gonna try not to mess anything up that I've already done. And this is a little pink, so it might look a little odd, but it looks pretty. For underneath my eye, I'm actually gonna be going with a shimmer, and it's from a different Ipsy. It's from this Chella eyeshadow palette. And the thing with this palette that I thought was really cool is that you can actually just buy the refills, and they're magnetic, so you don't have to buy a whole palette. It's just this has a really big mirror. So I'm gonna go in with this one, what each specific color is what, but I'm just gonna take that little champagne color and I'm gonna use it underneath my eye. So I want to highlight it, but I don't want it to be the white that I usually use. So I'm just gonna go under it like that. So I think for lipstick, I'm gonna keep it pretty simple because the eyes are so big and dramatic. So I think I'm gonna go with Sultry Move from MAC, and this is a really pretty brownish color. It's really a really pretty color. What I usually do when I use this color, I can leave it as is, or I sometimes use a little bit of a darker red in the middle of the lip. I'm gonna be using this half caked ASAP. This came with a glitter, but I don't really want to use the glitter right now. Scandalous. So I get rid of a lot of the product because it's really just a matter of like going right in the middle like that. And then just going like that. This is the highlight. It's a liquid highlight. Let's, first of all, beautiful, just gorgeous packaging. So this just pops off, and here is the highlight. Now, here's the thing. This is the highlighter, right? I'm gonna use the shitty sponge. It's a really pretty highlighter, but once you blend it out, it kind of disappears. You see that? And I'm guessing it's because it's meant to be like a little bit more of a natural glow. And I'm just gonna go right in my cheek, right here on my bone. And I'm gonna try to blend that out as much as I can, because we have other plans for this. As you can see, like, I did use it, and it's like a natural glow, which is fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the Sacred Glass palette. I'm gonna go in with Pearly Gates on top of that highlight that we just put on. Gonna go in with another brush and do the same thing I did the other day. I'm gonna be, the one that I used was Pearly Gates just now, but now I'm gonna go into Pink Purity, and I'm just gonna retouch with some pink. I don't have anything else to do to this makeup, so I'm just gonna go get changed, and I will be right back. Yeah, this is how it looks. I don't know. Every time that we do this, it's the same thing, isn't it? The palette was okay. The colors are pigmented, and the colors are mostly good quality. The mattes are a little iffy. Like, the metallics are really, really pigmented and really creamy and really good, as you guys saw when I like put that purple in, it like went in. However, the mattes they're lacking a little bit, in my opinion. Can I say that? I don't know. The Fenty mascara wasn't my favorite, but then again, I already have a palette that I like. Not a palette, sorry, and a mascara. I have a mascara that I like and that I'm true to and that I know it works. So it might just be me having a preference over something, and then the Fenty looks a little bit different, so I hate it. But I hate it. The highlighter, Halsey's highlighter. I think it's a really pretty highlighter. Here's my thing is, I think it's a really pretty highlighter, period. I'm not a subtle makeup kind of person. I don't really go for natural looks. This is my everyday look. So I don't really know if it's just a shade that I got that's a little bit more muted, and maybe she has more like blinding highlighters, but the one that I got. So it's a little bit too muted for my taste. But I think it's a really good base. And it does make other highlighters pop. So if you use your wet highlighter and then you take another highlighter and put on top, it's always gonna make it pop a little bit more. So I think it's a really good base, and I do think I'm gonna keep using it just as a base for my other highlighters to make it more blinding. And if I ever want to go a little bit more muted, then I can definitely use it, because it is a good highlighter and it blends out beautifully. KimChi's blush. It's my preference. I prefer shimmery blushes, and that blush is very matte, and to me, a matte blush just looks chalky no matter where it's from. I love the packaging though. It's adorable, it's cute. I might go into the KimChi Cosmetics stores and see if I can find a shimmery blush, and I'll probably like that one. I'll use it in the channel and see what I think of it, because I think that I would like one that has shimmer on it, because my only complaint was that it didn't have shimmer, that it was too matte and it looked like chalk. And again, I think that every single blush that doesn't have shimmer looks like chalk, so nothing personal. I think that's everything that I tried today. This little fucking thing, the Beauty Blender, trash, trash, horrible, 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 horrible. I think that you would be able to see the difference in like roughness between these two. Like this one's obviously like more porous, that's a word. This one's obviously more porous than this one, and that just leaves a little bit more texture in my skin that I'm comfortable with. Today we got on that struggle bus and we rode it all the way to the end. So we made it. We made it. You might notice a little bit of a difference in my background because, as I mentioned, I am standing up. So what you see in the back is my day bed that I have in my office with all of my stuffed animals because I am a child, and also that really cool lesbian tapestry in the back. I can't look at the lens all the time. It creeps me out. Like I'm talking to a robot. Ugh, I'm getting creeped out just doing it right now. Anyways, thank you for hanging out, guys. I don't know what else to say. Honestly, I'm super awkward at this thing, so I'm just gonna skip the whole awkwardness phase as always. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. So yeah, subscribe, bell, like, follow my socials. They're somewhere around here. They were in the intro. They're probably gonna be at the end. I don't really have a song, so this is like kind of clunky and weird, but yeah, thank you, and I will see you in the next one.